It's been a minute, but I'm back. Happy to talk about October. October is a much needed time of finding balance and also getting this equilibrium back with our energy, right? We just went through a really intense eclipse season, and now we are brought to October where things are going to start to feel a little bit easier. This month is really all about creating our own harmony, doing things that make you happy, and really taking back control of your life and sticking to commitments that you want to see through till the end of the year. This month is really a reminder that we are at the final stages of this year 9 of cycles ending, because guess what? When 2026 hits, that's going to be a brand new, fresh slate for all of us. So this month is really a month to capitalize on ending things that are not serving you anymore, finding the things that bring you harmony, and sticking to that as we enter into this brand new beginning in 2026. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Courtney, and this is my monthly Cosmic Energy Download series. I am so happy to have you here. Today's video, I'll be highlighting the energetic themes of the month. I'll be going over some celestial moments, some crystals that pair really well with this energy, and at the end of this video, I'll be giving you some fun life updates, so stick around to hear that. Alrighty guys, so for the flow of this video, I'm going to start off with those celestial moments first. We're going to be chatting about the full moon in Aries, Venus entering Libra, Pluto going direct, the new moon in Libra, and last but not least, the start of Scorpio season. On October 6th, we have a full moon in Aries. This is kind of a big deal because it is the first full moon after eclipse season, after that really draining lunar eclipse in Pisces that we had. So this is going to feel a little bit more like we're getting our spark back. I think something that's interesting about this full moon is that it is actually a moon that lights up the eclipse cycle that we had just moved on from, that Aries Libra eclipse cycle. You know, now we're in this Virgo Pisces eclipse cycle. So we might have some remnants of themes that were going on during that eclipse cycle over the last 3 years. So don't be alarmed if you kind of feel the energy of kind of like feminine and masculine, you know, this polarity between the two. Being that the sun is in Libra, we have those themes very, very prevalent. I wouldn't be surprised during this full moon in Aries that you might get a little bit of a creative itch. Maybe you are feeling like you're ready to start something. Maybe you had been holding off for a minute and now you're kind of feeling inspired to start something new or pick something back up that you had paused. There is this feeling of harmony in the air. This Libra energy really feels good. So being that we have this kind of like creative spark happening, illuminating kind of like this go-getter energy, you might be feeling like this is the right time to jump back into things. A crystal I recommend for the full moon in Aries would be Golden Healer. I feel like this is kind of like in that same theme of getting our spark back, really feeling this light, this energy to kind of like wellness, feeling good about ourselves, right? We might be feeling very like, just like in our divine masculine at this time. And I feel like we might be feeling like we want to move our bodies. We might want to, you know, start a wellness, you know, something new with our wellness journey. So I think Golden Healer would be a great catalyst to just jump-starting this wellness or this transformation you're feeling inside. On October 13th, we have Venus entering into Libra, and we also have Pluto going direct in Aquarius. So Venus in Libra is really great because Venus rules Libra. It also rules Taurus. So it's very much at home during this transit. For me personally, when I think of Venus in Libra, I think of the beauty in symmetry. So Libra is the scales. It's all about balance. It's all about harmony. I think when we are looking at things or admiring things that are beautiful, we are noticing the details. We are noticing just how there is this beautiful symmetry going on with our aesthetics. You know, we might be a little bit nitpicky if things don't look, you know, perfect or even or what have you. When it comes to like our love and our partnerships, Libra is very, very involved with with the duality of understanding what their partner's needs are, and finding fairness, very much sharing the wealth within your partnerships. I think that'll be a big theme during this transit. I also think when it comes to money, to be smart with what you're spending, what you're budgeting on in this month. I feel like it can be a little bit easy to overspend when Venus is in Libra, just because everything might look shiny and new and you might want that. You might want to spruce up your home decor and buy like a new rug that's really expensive. Like, just be mindful with what you're spending your money on because it'll get you. So on the same day, we also have Pluto going direct in Aquarius, which is crazy to think that Pluto went retrograde in May 2025. So it's been 5 long months of Pluto in retrograde, and honestly, a lot of stuff has kind of happened in the last 5 months. Pluto is the ruler of the underworld, of death, rebirth, of power. You know, when we think about just what's going on collectively and also what's going on internally, it's been a lot. There's been a lot of change. There's been a lot of hardships. And I think with Pluto being Aquarius, this entire time when it was in retrograde and now when it's in a forward motion, it's been in Aquarius. Aquarius is power to the people. Aquarius is very empowering. And I feel like a lot of us have been feeling maybe scared to speak up, or maybe feeling just nervous about things. I know personally there has been like a lot of transformation going on in my life, and I've been observing it and I've been feeling it. And I can only imagine on a wider, collective plane, how people might be going through this internal transformation themselves. It can feel isolating in a way. Now that Pluto is direct, I feel like we will be coming together more, and we might feel a subtle shift in just, chatting more with our neighbors, chatting more with our family, feeling a little bit more like we're not in hermit mode. I feel like that is definitely a theme when Pluto goes retrograde. We turn into like a hermit. So know that you are, like I said, getting your spark back. I feel like this month is definitely seeing the flame in the darkness and feeling empowered. So this is a very positive thing. I feel like Pluto going direct and really helping us feel better. A crystal I would suggest for Venus in Libra, I really think the stone sugilite would be excellent. Sugilite is very empowering. It's a great aid while you are on your spiritual journey. It just helps you feel more connected to others and also opens up your third eye. I could also see this really working well with Pluto in Aquarius. So as Pluto is direct, I think this can also mesh well with that energy. Next up, on October 21st, we have the new moon in Libra. We are really going to be feeling that Libra energy, right? We're going to have Venus in Libra. Now the moon is in Libra. It's all about planting seeds and just thinking about ourselves and the collective and our partnerships and our relationships that we have right now. Something that came to mind when I was thinking about the new moon in Libra is thinking about the expanders in your life. So Lacey Phillips is a manifesting expert, and I remember long ago hearing a podcast where she talked about finding expanders in your life. Who are people that you are looking up to, that are at a place that you're not quite yet at, but you're like manifesting to get there. Even if you can't physically be with those people, listening to podcasts or reading books or just educating yourself on how a person got to where they're at, that's like finding an expander within your life. And you can also do this with like your friends and family. If you are around people and you notice their energy is good, you like their daily habits, you like their routine, it's something you want to emulate, that is really someone who can be an expander in your life. I think this new moon in Libra is highlighting the people, the relationships that may be weighing you down or maybe expanding you. I think it would be wise to reflect on who those people are. I think when you list out your intentions, you can also think of the people that you may know in your life that can help you, to motivate you to reach those goals. So that's something that you can do that I feel like really meshes with the energy of this new moon in Libra and just helps you feel like you are becoming a successful person. A crystal that I really, really recommend for the new moon in Libra would be moss agate. There is this growth, there is this foundation, and just trusting yourself and sticking to commitments. And moss agate is definitely a very fertile crystal. It helps us with planting seeds of intention. It's a great manifesting crystal. So I think it really, really gels well with this Libra energy. Last but certainly not least, on October 22nd, we enter into Scorpio season. Scorpio season for me is always a very spiritual time. It is a great time to do that inner work, to dive into shadow work, to get into a mindset of really believing in yourself, testing the limits, what you can and can't do. And it really is just like a season of endings and new beginnings. Like I said at the beginning of this, we are coming to a close on year 9. So all of these cycles are ending right now. In October, we're really at this point, right? When we are in Scorpio season, we are thinking of things, we are reflecting on things in a just deeper way, right? There is this kind of like spiritual experience we kind of have during Scorpio season. The veil is thinning. We might be picking up on more signs. Maybe our little inner mystic is coming out. Think of those things that kind of have started to come to a close this year, and where you feel like these shifts, these doors closing are opening up these new doors. By the time we're out of Scorpio season, it's basically December, right? It's the last month of the year. It'll be end of November, technically. We'll be entering into Sagittarius season, but we're really going to be thinking of the themes of kind of like this next year. Like, what are the things we are gonna, set goals for? What are our new intentions? So I really feel like utilizing this Scorpio season to really get rid of things that aren't serving us, to kind of reconcile with maybe all the things that happened. If you had like a bumpy 2025, which I know this was probably not easy for everyone just because of the energy of things ending in our life and all this change happening. I'm sure it's heavy, but we're ready to start on the new, right? 2026 is year 1. It's a fresh slate. I'm excited for it, and I think you should be too. So in a nutshell, I really do feel like October is going to bring a lot of kind of like inner transformation, this feeling of out with the old, in with the new, which is very exciting. A lot of kind of just finding balance, like I said, from this really heavy eclipse season. We're almost at the end of the year, which is really exciting. So I hope you are excited for October as well. As far as life updates go, I will keep this short and sweet. I think the last time I chatted with you guys, I might have mentioned that I was going to Europe, but I did not go to Europe. My plans changed. I ended up just taking kind of like a creative pause. As you may know, I did take a pause from long form content. I haven't put out a video for like 2 months, I'd say. But I'm slowly getting back into the swing of things. I feel like I just kind of needed a little bit of a break. I feel like I wanted to do this. It felt like something I hadn't done before. I've been creating content for over 5 years on YouTube and consistently showing up to create a video every week. So I just wanted to have a little bit of time to reflect on kind of like what's next. What do I want to keep, talking about? What do I feel like I'm shifting out of? My content might shift over the next few months. I want to test out some things I've been trying. I've been really active on my TikTok. I've been doing daily vlogs. I've been sharing more insights on other things I do besides, crystals, astrology. If you're interested in seeing that, my TikTok is linked down below. But I've just been having fun with my creativity, and that was really the point of this pause, was to find some fun in creating. Not to say that I don't have fun creating these videos, but it's just kind of like this routine, talking about the same thing. I needed something to just entice me to create. So Stick around to see the new content that's coming your way here on my channel. It should be a little bit different, but it's going to feel more like me, and I'm excited to share that with you guys. Well, if you made it this far, you're a real one. I hope that you're having a wonderful day, night, wherever you're watching. If you liked today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you are excited for October or any celestial moment I talked about, comment down below what you're looking forward to in October. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.